Hello, Mark Petzl here, Freedom Fire USA. Thanks for watching the video tonight. The topic is about Mark Levin's radio show that happened yesterday, May 20th. You can find that radio show on his podcast. And the subject was Justin Amash and Justin Amash's tweet regarding President Trump's impeachable offenses that he said he saw in the Mueller report. So that's what the topic is. Freedom Fire USA is a platform I've created. You can find me on Facebook and a website that's soon to come. And it's a platform that is meant for me to discuss current views, current events from my view as a Tea Party leader for 10 years. And I believe that you will be interested in listening and following because it'll be a unique view, one you're not going to get at Fox News or any of the talk shows or anywhere else. And I hope that you find it compelling and even provocative from time to time. And I do appreciate your feedback because I don't want this to be just a one-way street. So thank you for watching, and please feel free to share. And so here we go. So the Mark Levin show, he started out on his normal tirade and about his tirades. I actually kind of like him. I appreciate his passion. We should be passionate about the things happening in America today. And so I like it. And it's kind of a funny story. I used to go to sleep listening to Mark Levin, and Crystal hated it. Could you imagine listening to Mark Levin and she's trying to sleep, poor girl? And, so that's what it is. But can you imagine that? If get off my bed, you big dope. Or there, I said it. I'm going to sleep with Mark Levin. It'd be pretty tough. But she's a sport. She's a wonderful wife, very patient. But I do appreciate Mark Levin through the years of the Tea Party, his educational books and his shows, creating alternative media sources that frankly is needed. Competition against Fox News and others is a good thing, and so Mark Levin has done a lot that I'm grateful for. So I'm not going to say never watch Mark Levin. That's not what I'm going to be hard on him. I'm going to tell you that right now. But I'm not saying to stop watching him. No, I'm not. So that's Mark Levin. On Justin Amash's side, Justin Amash, I would consider him a friend. I've campaigned for him. He's actually endorsed me, even not a Republican. He endorsed me as I ran for office in the Constitution Party. So I do think he's one of the best congressmen in America. And I say that not just emotionally. I say that based on data. And those would be scorecards. There's some scorecards that have him at 100%. Mark Levin's own conservative review has him at 90% in an A. And just so you know, the rest of the congressmen from Michigan score nowhere around there. They're failing and they're struggling. So Justin Amash, while Mark Levin did not speak highly of him, is one of the best ones in America, in my opinion. So during the show, Mark Levin's one of his main points was that Justin Amash has a duty to actually bring cause to back up his accusation, and that's an American thing. It's a constitutional thing. People have a right to basically to a trial and due process and things of that nature. That is Americanism. And you know what? I agree with Mark Levin. He does have a duty to do that. I don't take issue with that. So most of what he yelled and screamed about, I actually agree with. Things I don't appreciate and that I think are extremely harmful to the movement was when he called Justin a creepy dude, and when he called him a Benedict Arnold and things of that nature. And you know why I don't like it, aside from the fact I think it's, well, whatever. What I don't like about it is the fact what he's doing is he's discrediting the witness, if you will. He's undermining the credibility of the person he's attacking, and he's doing it in a superficial fashion. And I find that to be weak, and what I don't really like is I don't like seeing how the people around me, how they respond to that. Most patriots gobble that stuff up because they're mad at Justin. They're mad at because they feel they need to defend President Trump, and I understand that. But they just gobble it up. And then what results of that is the victim spirit. Now I would have to ask you, maybe check out Google fruits of the Spirit, and see if one of those spirits is the victim spirit. I'm going to tell you it's not, so don't waste your time Googling it, okay? The victim spirit is nasty, okay? There's not a lot good that comes from that, and it's rampant in today's patriot circles. So, no, Mr. Levin, I don't appreciate that. So, going back to the topic, though, again, I actually agreed with much of what he said. The substance I agreed with. But you know what I didn't agree with? What he didn't say. And what didn't he say? Again, I mentioned it earlier, but he has his own conservative review scorecard. Now, why would he not mention that Justin has one of the best rankings of all the congressmen in America? Why wouldn't he do that? I mean, I find that extremely interesting, don't you? Could it be that he's just trying to manipulate you? I'm going to say that yes, that's exactly what he was doing, and so that's bad intent. And the extra irony of it is the the whole point of his attack on Justin is that Justin didn't bring substance. Well, while Mark Levin brought some substance, he didn't bring the whole substance. He was disingenuous with his argument. He made a very compelling, emotional case, but I take major issue with what he was doing. And along those lines, he did mention that Justin Amash has a challenger. What's funny is he didn't mention the first challenger, and this guy is a guy I know I've dealt with through the years of the Liberty Movement. He puts on a good front, but he cannot handle the office. And then the other guy that he mentioned, I don't know as if he's anything spectacular himself, but you know, one thing that I really don't like about what Levin did is he has his own conservative review ranking. Now, why have a ranking if you aren't going to value the ranking? So wouldn't it be appropriate to find out before he opens his big mouth and say, hey, is there anybody in Michigan that can actually score better than Justin on his legislation? I'm just wondering, because there's a lot of failures everywhere. Failures are the norm. The exceptions by far are the few that do well in these ranking systems. So, man, before we take this guy out, is there anybody worthy of challenging him? And by the way, I don't have any problems with primaries. I'm all for competition. But I am for people that know who Justin is, and for people that primary Justin and they know what kind of people are primarying him, and for them to ignore it because it furthers their cause, and their cause is a victim spirit about President Trump, I have an issue with that. So that's that. You know, so Mark Levin, thankful for him, but you know, my request to you, and this is where I'm going to transition out of the topic a little bit and say, hey, there is no political solution to a moral, spiritual, educational problem. We need revival in America. Pace yourself. Do not sell your soul. Do not let it go run rampant to people that mean to manipulate you. And so I hope that you'll do that. And I hope that you've enjoyed this video tonight. And like I said, please feel free to share. Feel free to give me feedback. And so that's about it. God bless you, and God help us restore America. Good night.